Hello everyone, this is Yellowman and today I would like to show you one of my latest inventions. Behold, the Super XP Farm Slimeificator 9000 plus 1. Well, because this is the first version, so this is 9000 and then this is 9000 plus 1. Yeah, that's how versioning works in here. Anyways, so let me show you what is the deal with this guy. Yeah, so we have a bunch of Allays in here, and then we have a auto potion brewer, which is going to give us a lot of infested potion automatically. And then we have a dispenser over here, which is going to dispense them with the splash infested potion, so they get infested. Meanwhile, if I flick the switch, it's going to also light them up. And then if I flick it off, then it's going to shut them off with a water bucket over there. So this one is just a single pulse, the other one is a double pulse, and then this one is connected to a hopper clock, like the infested dispenser is connected to a hopper clock, which is in there. Which is going to, like, I think I'm having like 1.5 a sec, yeah. So that's gonna be like how much? About 1 minute and 30, almost. So, and then this one is for oozing potions, which they go to a second dispenser, and then if the form is set to slime mode, it's going to also produce slimes. So now, let's quickly take a look at the sky and see how it works. I'm gonna grab the sword and set myself on survival mode. I do not have any levels, so that's nice. Let's sort the farm. There we go. They spawn over there, and let's begin killing these guys and see how long it takes for us to get into level 30. All right. It took exactly 1 minute and 20 seconds to get to level 30, but I mean I'm still getting speed. So now we can also flick this switch, and what happens is we're gonna get slimes. So the way it works is we have a trapdoor in here which is going to open up, and then we have a bunch of cobwebs to slow them down, and the ones that you see that they are dying is because of the ants coming in here on top of the trapdoor. So I really cannot do anything about that one. That's the only way that I could think of opening a block. Well, other than piston, but then if I put a piston or a bunch of other problems that might happen, we're not gonna go that way. So yeah, trapdoor, let's say, is the only way. So now, if I go down, like all these guys, they're queued up, and then we have another dispenser which is controlled by this observer and these two pistons. These two pistons are for switching to slime mode or yeah, turning it off. As you see, like the first batch of food silverfishes are going down. So let's give it a second. Like these ones, they have oozing effect. And that's one of the downsides because coverage of the dispenser is not that high. So it's gonna be 2 blocks above and beneath. So yeah, like these guys in here, they're not gonna get the oozing effect. There we go. Now slimes are spawning in. Inside the killing chambers for the spawns, we have 2 levels of campfire. The one that kills the slimes, and then the one in the middle is for the silverfishes actually. And the reason is if we let the silverfishes get out of the inner chamber, they might come to the corners and they might die in here. Therefore, this slime will spawn in here, glitch out of the chamber. And that's not what we want to, otherwise, it's going to be harder to get these slimes. So now, like as you see, there is like a teeny tiny gap in here that we don't get any slimes. Well, there is a solution to that, which is reducing the number of the items in this hover clock, or having another hover clock just for the oozing one. But that's fine. I mean, it's gonna produce so much slimes that really good for ever. And then yeah, there we go. We are already about 1 stack of slime blocks, and this is how it works. So we have double hopper speed. They're gonna drop the slimes in these hoppers and these hoppers. They go to the crafter. This is a weird way of crafting because I wanted it to be one with tileable, and there is no way to get the signal out and then pulse it back in into the crafter to spit the items out. So yeah, I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna read these hoppers, and if there is any item in the hoppers and in any of these rows, just do a observer spammer and then spam it to the crafter, so the crafter will constantly get a pulse, and then they're going to just yeah, do the thing and craft a slime block. Now, yeah, another one of those times that we don't get any slimes. And you might say, oh, but why you are not reducing the number of the items in the hopper? Because you see, for the using potion, we have like 3 ingredients, which takes 1 minute to get 3 oozing potions, and we are not supposed to drop an oozing potion more than 2 oozing potion in 1 minute. And we are already doing that. We are already dropping 2 oozing potions in a minute. Yeah, there we go. Another went off. So yeah, I mean, I can do 3 actually. 3 in a minute. That's gonna be fine. So maybe we can reduce this one to, yeah, maybe a bit even less. This must do the work and reduce the gap. Um, but again, it is giving us so much of the slime blocks that we can just even spam the oozing potion and not be worried about it because we can always restock these guys. So yeah, that's about it. And then we have like item elevator that is going to send the items up in here and then into this chest. Why you may ask? Well, look at the series title. It is Unnecessarily Complicated Redstone. So there is like all these nonsense. It doesn't make any sense to do for just slimes and XP. But guess what? We do it. So yeah, and then easily you can in the middle of the farm when it is working, you can just flick this off and then switch back to the XP. But even if it is on, you can still swing for XP because some of the silverfishes they find their way in here before falling down. So yeah, you can have XP and slime at the same time, or just XP, or just slime and just step away and do nothing. Oh, and one last thing: these potion brewers, the awesome potion brewer made by Redstone. Shout out to Redstone. This is, I think, this is the best potion brewer that I found so far, and I always use these ones. Well, except that guy that sometimes I use, but well, not really in survival. But yeah. Oh, you're questioning that, right? You want to see what's that? That's gonna be for the next episode. Yeah, we're gonna have the potion factory out there. Finally, finally. Anyways, this is not about potion brewing. Just wanted to say that this potion brewer is not my own design, but yeah, the rest of it is. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm not gonna make a block by block tutorial for this one. Feel free to just download this from the world download and grab the schematics and build it in your world if you wanted to. The nice thing about it is you can just expose this platform, so you can just cover everything else up and no one will see it. Which I think it can be integrated into your build if you wanted to have this one. Anyways, don't forget to leave a like, leave a comments down below, share your ideas on how can I improve my builds and my redstone contraptions, and yeah, of course, don't forget to subscribe. Otherwise, I'm gonna send you to the chamber. That didn't sound nice. Hope you have fun, and until next episode, have a good one, everyone. This is Yellow Man.